University of Washington defensive back Byron Murphy. 1. Photo by Byron Murphy. Icon Sportswire via Getty Images. Early in the process and before the combine, there are a few position groups and players that could make sense for the Kansas City Chiefs if they decide to stay with the 29th overall selection in the 2019 NFL Draft. Who makes sense and why, and maybe who doesn't fit the bill? I'll break it down by positions of need for Kansas City. First-round draft options. Defensive back. Defensive back is the quick and easy go-to for mock drafters when it comes to the Chiefs. There are question marks at both safety and at corner, with starter Steven Nelson not likely to return next season, Orlando Scandrick becoming a free agent, and Daniel Sorensen a likely cap cut. Also, will Eric Berry play in 2019 with the Chiefs? Here are some options the Chiefs should strongly look at in April. Deontay Thompson, Alabama tall, rangy safety from the Crimson Tide. Thompson's coverage skills and experience likely allows him to step in immediately as a starter for the Chiefs. 3 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions and 6 possessed offense this past season for the national runner-up football team. Thompson displays instincts and is a great fit to play close to the line of scrimmage, and his ideal fit is a pass-covering, centerfield type player. More from KC King to more a combination safety than Thompson. Adderley has experience playing both corner and safety. Not quite as instinctive perhaps as Thompson, but has more experience playing closer to the line of scrimmage and displays better tackling form. Adderley has good bloodlines, as he is related to Packers legend Herb Adderley. Byron Murphy, CB, Washington. Where he goes will be something interesting to follow. Murphy is a great athlete and has great size for the position, and comes from the same program that has produced, among others, Marcus Peters and Marcus Trufant. Murphy has great feet and displays solid man coverage and ball skills, with 6 interceptions the past 2 seasons along with 58 tackles and a forced fumble. If Murphy is on the board at 29, the Chiefs' time on the clock would be short. The question is, will he be on the board? Players not listed: DeAndre Baker, CB, Georgia, quality corner, but not good enough to warrant a first when he's not much better than some options in round 2. Taylor Rapp, Washington, classic box safety with size and athleticism, but the Chiefs are in need of coverage more than box-style players, first maybe to high regardless. Page 2 Iowa Hawkeyes tight end Noah Fant, 87, photo by Michael Alio, Icon Sportswire via Getty Images. While from the outside, tight end, or perhaps offense in general, would not sound like the move to do in the first round, Kansas City must avoid ignoring the offense while it ages. They can't afford to be stuck with issues like what's happening in Green Bay, great quarterback, poor skill positions, or the Dick Vermeil-era Chiefs. Offense went from explosive to really old, and did so fast, with the Chiefs not having a backup tight end and likely losing their fullback and receiver depth. A tight end in the draft makes sense both short and long term. Fortunately, this draft is ripe with great tight end depth. Irv Smith Jr., Alabama, perhaps my favorite offensive player in the draft for the Chiefs. The Crimson Tide product is a top-shelf combo tight end, displaying not only good receiver attributes, route running, hands, speed, along with being a quality blocker. With experience lining up both in line, classic tight end spot, lined up in the slot and also lined up in the backfield, Smith, with the combination of Travis Kelce, allows the Chiefs to utilize and dictate matchups all across the field. Noah Fant, Iowa. He the top receiving tight end in the draft? Probably. While not the best of blockers, Fant is a great receiving tight end, able to line up anywhere on the field and creates matchup problems galore in the passing game. A receiving threat in the red zone and ability to outmatch defenders, Fant is a classic true flex tight end. TJ Hawkinson, Iowa. Similar product to Smith, Hawkinson is a sophomore prospect with soft hands, good roots, and a really good blocker. Blocking skills are better than Smith and certainly better than Fant. Hawkinson is another ideal partner to Kelce, allowing the Chiefs to line either player up in the slot or even in the backfield, creating and dictating matchups. Hawkinson may be the first of the 3 to come off the board, but is a quality prospect along with the other 2. Page 3. Use your arrows to browse the Ohio State 21 Paris Campbell WR. Photo by Chris Williams, Icon Sportswire via Getty Images. Along with reasons listed at tight end, it certainly appears receivers Chris Conley and DeAnthony Thomas are set to leave in free agency, while players such as Demarcus Robinson and Gary Dieter have stepped up and provided depth. There are contract concerns with both starters long-term. Tyreek Hill is set to be a free agent after the 2019 season, and Sammy Watkins could be a cap cut after the season. If the Chiefs went receiver at 29, they would be looking for specific traits and attributes. There's really only one option I like for KC at this pick. Paris Campbell, Ohio State. Dynamic and fast, Campbell is a dynamic athlete coming out of the Ohio State offense. Raw as a pure receiver, as his roots and route tree need work. He has good size and is a quality runner with the ball after the catch. He's a candidate to test as perhaps the fastest at the combine. Campbell could be an interesting prospect to go along with Watkins, Hill, and Robinson. A dynamic, speedy receiver, he went for 1,063 yards and 12 touchdowns this past season for the Buckeyes. Use your arrows to browse